Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for November 30th, 2023. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, this is already interesting because there's a completely empty row and an completely empty column and almost empty row. This box is going to be good. Anyway, let's just normally scan. So this 2 looks in. These aren't 2, so 2 goes in one of these 2 cells. So what does this mean? Like, why am I using these corner marks? Well, within this box, the corner marks represent where that digit can go. So 2 can only go in these 2 cells. Now, when they line up in a row or column like this, then in this case, the rest of the row can't be a 2, because if any of these were a 2, then we would exclude 2 completely from this box. So we're not allowed to do that. So the 2 in box 3 is coming from row 3, so the rest of the boxes can't put 2 in row 3. You end up with 2 2s in row 3. So anyway, that means these aren't 2. This 2 looks in, this 2 looks up. So there's a 2 in one of these 2. This 8 also looks in. We can corner mark 8s here, but we can do better than that, because now we have 2 exactly overlapping corner marks in 2 boxes. There aren't any 2s or 8s elsewhere. It's just these 2. So let's think about what these corner marks are telling us. They're telling us, hey, these 2 cells, they need a 2 in them. It's also saying these same 2 cells need an 8 in them. Well, that's 2 values for 2 cells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert those to center marks. And what center marks mean is that's the only candidates that cell can be. So corner marks were box-centric. Center marks are cell-centric. And so you might be saying, well, why can this cell only be 2 or 8? What about 3, for example? I don't see any reason it couldn't be a 3. Well, the reason is if it was a 3, I would run out of places to put both 2 and 8 in the box. I could put one of them here, but then the other one would get excluded. So it can't be 3 because it must be a 2 or 8. That's the reason. And so now that's a 2-8 pair. And now this is a triple. This is 3, 4, and 6. That means this is a triple. 1, 2, 3. So we need 5, 7, and 9 here. Okay, 7's in one of these 2 cells. So where does 7 go in this box? It only goes in one of these 2. Right, I've also got 9. Oh, yeah, I've got 9 and 5. Okay, well, 5 looks in, putting 5 in one of these 2. 9 isn't as lucky. Okay. 4 in this row only goes over here. Actually, one of these 2. I've also seen it as a box logic. 4 in the box can also only go in one of those 2. Okay. I think that's all we're getting out of this right now. So let's move on. Let's do this next band here. So we have 2 4s looking into here. This 4 looks up. That's very helpful because it places this 4. That eliminated one of our 4 corner marks. So now with this, if we look at the box, there's only 1 4 corner mark left. So that's the only cell that can be a 4 in the box, so it must be 4 in order for the box to get a 4. I don't think we're going to get more out of 4s right now, although I'm going to look at them anyway. So let's just document where they can be still. Yeah, and then 4s can... Oh, only in these 2. Yeah, that's interesting. So we kind of have this pattern... Well, we do have this pattern of 4s left. This sort of L-shaped pattern. It happens a lot. It's not resolvable by itself. Okay, I was thinking that this 6-4 was a prime candidate for crossings. I was going to show you one, but there aren't any. That's unfortunate. I do see these 2 1s looking in, though, so let's mark that. Anything else I can do horizontally? I do want to look at this row. Let's just think about it for a second. This row needs a 1, 3, 8, and 9. 1, 3, 8, 9. So many close calls on that, but I'm going to mark it 1, 3, 8, 9. Because I saw every single cell had at least one thing to remove. So that's not 1, that's not 8. These aren't 9, that's not 8. So you see like 8's in one of these 2, 9's in one of these 2, 1's not here. Like this seems like there's a lot going on, but you can't do anything with it right now. I just noticed this column has 4 left, so I'm just going to think about that as well. It might be helpful. We do need a 1, 5, 7, and 8. So this is not 1 or 8. So this is only 5, 7. That makes a 5, 7 pair. Wow, that's huge. So again, this cell can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, or 9. So it's only 5 or 7. This cell's also only 5 or 7. That's what's called a naked single. Oh, sorry, naked pair, not naked single. It's called a naked pair. And the reason naked is in the name is because you can just plainly see that it's a pair. You didn't have to find it hiding. It's just right there. You pencil these two cells. You pencil all the candidate possibilities for both of these cells. And just it pops out as they're the same. And so they're a pair. So that means that this can't be 5 or 7. This has to be a 9. This couldn't have been 7 in the first place. So this could have been a naked single 5. But anyway, we get the 7 and the 5. That's not a 5. That's a 5. So now this is a pair. I know one was one of them. What was the other one? 8. Okay, a 1-8 pair. This is both naked and hidden. Like, it matches both criteria. It's just the rest of the house, really. There's 4 left here, and I know these aren't 7, so it could be worth filling. What do we need? We have 1 and 2 accounted for. We need 3, 6. Ooh, we need a 7, yeah, and we need a 9. All right, neither of these are 7, 9. So this is a naked 3, 6 pair, or this is a hidden 7, 9 pair, depending on how you want to think about it. Either way, you get the same exact eliminations. So now this is going to be triple. This is going to be a pair. This is 1 and 2. And then over here, we have 1, 2. We need 3. We have 4, 5. We need 6 and 8. Okay, and I'm looking to see what consequences there might be of all this. Surprisingly, I'm not really seeing much. Okay. What was I looking at? I think I was still looking at this band. Let's look at the next band. 2 3s looking in. Unfortunately, no 3s above, so 3s in one of those two. I was hoping I could place a 3 there, but no. Wishful thinking. There's not much else going on here. Yeah, I was thinking maybe this 6-3 had a crossing, but there's no 5s up here to join this 5. Interestingly, whatever this 3-4 ends up being, it'll have a crossing. It'll end up here. We just don't know where. But we kind of already knew that. Okay, I'm going to look vertically. I was really hoping there was more to do horizontally, but I'm not seeing it. 9s. 9 is placed in this box. This 9 looks down. This 9 looks down. This 9 looks in. So that's a 9. These 2 9s look into this box, putting a 9 down here somewhere. This 1 looks in. Oh, that's actually not as nice as I thought. I was thinking it went here, but no, it can go there. I wasn't really thinking right. Is there anything else vertically here? Feels like there ought to be. There's a lot going on. This 4. Oh no, the 4s are done. Never mind. No, I guess I'm just hoping there's something, but there's not. Nothing I see anyway. Our 3s aren't limited here, no. Well, doesn't really matter. All right, let's look vertically over here. We have the 2 4s. We have, okay, 2 5s. Doesn't match the 4s, but it is vertical here. So I'm noticing we have 4, 5, and 9 in these 5 cells. I'm going to keep track of that. Unfortunately, I don't think we can do much else. One, 2, 4, 5. We got the 4 and 5 matching. 1s and 2s don't have buddies. 3, 7, 8. Nothing matches. Okay. Let's move on to here. We got the 1s already. The 9s look in. So 9s in one of those two. So I get 1, 9, 5s look in. That's useful. So again, we found a hidden pair by overlapping our corner marks. So this can only be 1, 5, nothing else. So that means down here, we're looking at 2, 3, 6, 8. I'm just going to mark that, even though it's not particularly helpful at the moment. All right, so I got the 1, 9, 5. There's no match for 7. The 6 and 4 don't match either. Okay. So that's our initial scanning. Now what we're going to do is look for restricted cells. I always start with rows, columns, or boxes with 4 or fewer open cells. We've already done a lot of those as we went. But I'm just going to double check that there aren't any more that I might have missed or decided not to do at the time. I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing a bunch with 5 remaining, so we might look at those briefly. We can also focus on cells like these where we've got 4, 5, and 9 accounted for in addition to the givens. And then I'm seeing like these two cells also see 7 and 8. So they're probably restricted. So let's just think about what the box needs, right? It needs a 1, 2. We have 3, 4, and 5 accounted for. We need 6, 7, 8. And then, yeah, this is a naked single. I kind of suspected it was restricted. I didn't realize it was a naked single though. So it sees though, it sees 1. Let's just go through every digit but 2. It sees 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is a naked 2, and it has been since we got this 5. These clean up. Okay, what's this 2 do? This 2 places the 2 here. So this 2 looks up, this 2 looks down, so that places the 2 here. These two 2s look in. That places a 2 over here. Now this can't be a 2 solely because of the hidden 1, 5 that we found, or if you want, you can consider this 2, 3, 6, 8 a quad, a naked quad. Either way, this can't be a 2. It does the same eliminations. There's 4 left in this box. Let's just fill it. We need 1, 3, 6, and 9. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have filled it. 1, 3, 6, 9 as well down here, not a 3. So 1, 6, 9. Of course, I scaled it up to see if maybe 3 was a single, but it is not. All right, what else can we look for? Restricted cells. Oh, 1, 3. Oh no, sorry. I thought I saw a 1, 3, 9 out of the corner of my eye, but this is a 1, 3, 8, unfortunately. We can get like a 1, 2, 3, 6 quad going on here. Well, actually, we can't, but I looked at this cell and I saw 1, 2, 3, 6 just in order there. So this has to be restricted because the column needs 1, 2, 3, 6, and this can't be any of those. So what can this be? It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be 5. It can't be 6. It could be 7. It can't be 8, 9. So it's still a pair or a bi value after all that. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll keep looking. Maybe the rest of this box is interesting, especially this cell. In fact, this whole row has 4 left. So we have 1, 2, 3. We need 4, 5. We have 6. We need 7 and 8. Okay. Nothing to do for that. Let me think about. Okay, let me think about the rest of this box. The box needs 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. Okay, the one thing I'm noticing is this 2 looking in and this 2 looking down. It's a crossing on this 4, 9, basically. And so there's a 2 in one of these two. That points up. That eliminates the 2 from this cell. So that's a 1 and that's a 2. So this is no longer a 1. Now this one looks down. This one looks in. 1 is placed here. I think I recall trying to put 1 over here, and I'm glad I didn't because it wasn't. All right, so that's a 1 and an 8. We get the 3 and the 1 and the 9. That 9's eliminated, but there's still 2 places for 9 here. These are not 9. This is a 7 and a 9. That's a 6 and a 3. That's not a 9, so now we can place the 9 in the box. That's a 6. We are cleaning up. There's a 6. Oh, okay. We get the 3. And in this, okay, this box gets a 3, 6 pair. I was going to say in this box a 6 looks up, but the 3, 6 pair does the same thing, making this an 8 and a 6. This is now an 8. That used up the spot for one of the 9 corner marks. That puts a 9 there and a 2 there. This is 2 and 8. We get the 5 and the 1. These aren't 8. That's not 6. Okay. We're slowing down because we're running out of pencil marks. So let's do this pair here. We need 1, 2. Let's see. We need 3 and 7. We do not know the order of the 3, 7. Okay. Oh, but it does look left, making this a 6 and a 3. This is now a single. It's a 5. That's a 7. There we go. This is 6 and 7. We know the order because of that 6. This is 2, 5, 8. Okay. Oops. I meant to clear the corner marks. Okay, I guess I just have to pencil. This is 7, 8 as well. 7, 8 pairs. So this is 4, 5, and this is 1, 4, 5. So the 1 can only go here in the box. So that's a 1. That gives us, because that used up a 5 corner mark, that gives us this 5 and this 4. We get the 8, 2, and 5. We get the 4, 3. All right. Up here we get the 6, the 3, and the 4. 7 and the 3, the 2. All right. This let's just look at the box needs. The box needs 6, 7, and 8. So that's the 8. This is the 6, the 7, and we're done. Nice. All right, a little bit sticky in the middle, and I think it's because at some point these 2s became pointing. It's when I got this 9 and this 2 is when that happened, and I'm not entirely sure when I got those digits and how long that was sitting there, but eventually I did spot that 2 was restricted in this box, and that resolved basically everything. It was all singles from there. Maybe a couple like obvious pairs or something that came up, but I'm pretty sure it was all singles from there. So yeah, cool. Let me know how you did on this one. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.